Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Darkest Dungeon. I just had to take a bit of a break for a couple of days, but I'm back, and we're finally going to get the Plague Doctor run underway, rather. Now, I've never really been one to use the Plague Doctor that much, but I did take these guys. In fact, I've leveled them up all by themselves. With my other groups, I've had to take them with my main group to level them up one at a time, but these guys actually managed to level up, as a team, from level 0 all the way up to level 3, so maybe this will go pretty good. I don't know. And before you all ask, I could not think of any good Doctor jokes to come up either with a team or for their individual names, so I just went with my general knowledge of anything that sounded like it could be a joke. So, to start us off, we have Doctor, then Red Medic. Following that up, we have the level below that, Pocket Medic. Yes, anybody who plays TF2 knows exactly what that is. And just to show you how brain dead I was when I came up with these names, insert medic joke. I couldn't even fit the here into that. Oh well, let's get started on this. Now, just to go ahead and let you all know, I am a bit tight for time today, so there may not be that much to show for this. So let's just go ahead and do one dungeon run. This works in several ways. One, because, well, like I said, I don't have a ton of time to do recording today. And two, I figured I'd go ahead and see how you all would like for the videos to be shorter. These have been universally pretty darn long, and wanted to see if you would all enjoy them being more 15 to 20 minutes instead of 40 to 45 minutes. So we'll just go through one dungeon run. And because we only need to explore 90% of the rooms, we can leave that room up there completely unexplored. Thank you very much. Now, I just loaded these guys out with dodge, because that seems to be the best way to approach certain class comps. Trap right away, and we immediately dodged it. I'm alright with this. So if this isn't the best way to play it, sorry, guys, but yeah, I couldn't really think of anything great. Since their heal is super weak, I don't even have their heal equipped right now, and... Oh, okay, cool. There is our first resist of bleed. And we're not even gonna touch that, we're just gonna keep going. Inward we go, onward and through word. That's not a phrase or a sentence, and already we're not running. Oh, well, I was going to say already we're not running into battles, and I can already see 3 in the distance. Wonderful. And our first battle is go! You know what? I just realized, why the hell did I go into here? These things are extremely resistant to Blight. So, whoops. Oh well, I'll just have to deal. Stun that one in the back, please. Thing is resistant to stun, isn't it? Whoa, we just got a stun at a creature with 95% stun resist. Just like we did with the rogue run. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I really should have gone into the ruins, but there were no ruin dungeons that were of good length, or... Actually, you know what? No, there were. I'm an idiot. So, I went into the completely wrong dungeon. Whoopsie. Because the best way I play this class is to blight all the enemies that I can and stun the ones in the back row, and just continuously blight them over and over again, because that blight damage stacks up quick. But stabbing them with knives seems to be working good. Please dodge it. Nice. Yeah, this seems to be working okay, and just finish it off with a blight bomb. So, our first dungeon is going to be a little bit harder than it probably needed to be. And please, yep. Well, I guess it's not too bad. I could have had a permanent negative quirk on me. Alright, through we go. So yeah, if this dungeon doesn't take very long, the next one up will be the ruins, because there are oh crap, I always hate seeing that, and here we go. The game is letting the entire enemy team go first. Or not, okay. Were you the one that got lockjaw? No. Okay, let's... Okay, so that one has low bleed and high blight resist. This one... Let's just go ahead and see if we can take this one out first, because it's got the lower health. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Well, we could try to stun those 2 in the back, but of course the Cultist Enchantress does not get hit by anything. I really, really, really hate that creature. So... Oh, come on! Doctor! Disappointing the entire team, man. Although, Pocket Medic is doing some pretty good ninja dodging back there. Let's go ahead and try to stun the Cultist Enchantress this time. Thank you. Alright, now stab it. Nice. Okay, not going too terribly so far, considering I went into the horribly wrong type of dungeon. Oh, please resist. Oh, wow. Actually did. Didn't think you would, actually. Alright. I'm gonna say we want to stab the little one first. And got some bleed up. Doesn't really matter because we're just gonna stab it again. Or more viciously jab the one end into it, I guess. Not really stabbing, more just cutting it. Alright. Let's get some dots on it. More dots! More dots! Yeah, that was coming. You knew it was coming. This character is all about damage over time. Stab it again. You know what? I'm okay with the number of crits we're getting. The critting for the Plague Doctor is actually, well, excuse me, base crit for the Plague Doctor is actually 12, which, well, for his, actually no, it's 4, but I guess, this ability has, yeah, it has a crit mod of 8, so, yeah, that's not bad. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse, actually. There's really not a whole lot to say about this. They're just stabbing things over and over again, which is, pretty much par for the course for all of my parties. Basically just the Jesters without Pineapple's beautiful music. Speaking of which, the Jesters will be coming back for one final time before they are unfortunately deleted, because I cannot go above 30 characters without risking my game being absolutely screwed over. So, yeah, guys. Unfortunately, the Jesters will not be going into the playoffs. I'm very sorry. And deeply disturbed. That's great. I should have brought some holy liquid with me. Oh well. But yeah, I'll probably be doing one more Jester run after this, and before we have to say goodbye to them. Pineapple will live on in legend, so don't worry. His songs will be heard on the winds from the north and the south, and the east and the west. There is no escaping Pineapple. He is always here, always watching. Okay, finally some things that aren't all that immune to Blight. Or stabbing. Then again, very few things are immune to stabbing. The bleed, however, is a different story. Stab it again or blight it. Honestly, the blight deals, right now, my blights deal 4 damage per turn, so let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, that'll be 9, it'll be taking 9 damage. So let's see, take 6. Let's go ahead and, stun these 2 in the back row, because they're gonna be annoying. And I'm thinking we want to finish this one off. I want to be fancy. I really want to be fancy and Plague Grenade the 2 in the back to start doing damage to them as well. Screw it, let's do it. Nice! I did a crit. So yeah, they'll also be taking 4 plague damage. Blight damage. And hey, we can actually finish this one off with some more Blight. And the Blight damage does stack, by the way, but it didn't work that time. Can we actually get some more Blight on the— oh wow, they're gonna be taking 8 damage next turn. They're already 2 damage away from death. That one in the front is gonna be dying, like, the second it takes a breath, and so will that one, actually. The 2 in the front are just gonna be dead, are gonna literally be dead upon arrival. Oh, come on! You could have finished him off, Red Medic. Could have finished him off. You could have been amazing. And they're already on 2 damage, and that one in the front just immediately drops over. I'm okay with this, because usually the bandits give me a lot of trouble. Let's go with the one that has slightly more accuracy. And there we go! It is now dead. Yeah, the Blight, the Plague Doctor, well, I guess I could call it the Blight Doctor, because that's essentially all I'm doing. The Blight Doctor, I did it again, whatever, we're gonna go with that, is all about dealing damage over time. And they do, admittedly, have a really nice buff called Emboldening Serum, which increases your damage which increases the damage of one ally by a pretty good margin. I think even at rank 1, it's a 15% damage boost. And at this level, they're currently all Resolve level 3. I believe it would be 22 or 25. I believe that's correct. I could be wrong about that. And we're unfortunately going to have to make a complete counterclockwise rotation around this room. So let's go up. So let's go ahead and go up here. Yeah, I believe it's 25 at rank. Yeah, actually rank 4, because they do all have rank 4 abilities right now. It's a nice buff, but unfortunately, it doesn't increase, as far as I know, damage over time damage, yes. And these things, surprisingly, you would think the spiders would have high blight resistance, but they don't. They essentially have the same resistance as a human enemy does, which is interesting. Let's just go ahead and blight them. Yep, that one will take 8 damage total the second it moves. Let's stun these 2 in the back with crits. I'm okay with that. Well, that one resisted, but hey, one less move is a good move, as far as I'm concerned. Please dodge it. Nope. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to You know what? I completely forgot. I'm gonna camp as soon as this battle is over, because I have them loaded out with their but you know what? I really should just stab them, because they have 10 health. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and ensure that one will die next turn. Well, actually it won't. Dang it, I was 1 damage short. I really hate when that happens. Just go ahead and stab this one. And if it bleeds, it will, okay. It doesn't bleed. Let's see. We have 3 people left to go, so let's just go ahead and ensure that, well, I probably should have stabbed the one that still had a turn. But we can still do that. And... Blight it! I was really hoping you would do more damage than that, and I was really hoping you would blight it, and you didn't do either of those, so... You failed us, whoever you are in the back row. I think that was insert medic joke. Yep. Makes sense. The most unoriginally named one of the group was also the least effective. Let's go ahead and open this here chest. And again, it's so weird. It's still weird to throw away the heirlooms. I will never get over how unnatural that feels. Let's go ahead and camp out. And yeah, preventative medication on everybody. Oh no, not wound care. So now we all have super high blight, bleed, and disease resistance. Not super high, but still pretty good. What does self-medicate do again? Remove target poison and bleeding, 50% chance, remove target disease. Okay, that's pretty good. I think at this point we just really need to wound care. And, yeah, then we just rest. I feel strong and powerful. Let us carry on. It looks bad, but there is nothing to fear here. We are straight backed as a royal guard. Good. We've used our last log, so that's the state of things. Blah, 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 blah. Onward through the darkness. We march, and we toss our plague grenades. We will plague the darkness. We will make it have a tummy ache. That's gotta be one of the weirdest ways to counteract an eldritch evil god of horribleness. Just throw grenades at it until it has to go see its own, like... What? I just got this hilarious mental image of frickin' Nyarlathotep going into the clinic. How the hell would that even work? I don't know. Dude, is there like a Lovecraftian frickin' minor emergency clinic or something like that? That would be hilarious. And again, if I had any artistic ability, I would be drawing that right now. Oh, come on. Stop resisting my damage. And resist their damage by means of dodging, please. Okay, let's just ensure that this one will die. Yep, the second it takes a step up to the plate, it's dead. Put me in cut! Just immediately falls over dead. That's the beauty of the plague doctors here. You can just stack up enough blight on an enemy to the point where they will just fall over dead when they try to do anything. Of course, that immediately is... Okay, you know what? That thing's just gonna keep on dodging. And honestly, its moves don't really do much to us. So let's just blight this one up and to the point where it's gonna die next turn. Wow. Yeah. 8 damage of blight, and there we go. That stacks up super fast. And it is so useful. I gotta say, I'm happy I started this series because it's introduced me not only to the awesomeness of certain party combos, but it's, you know, allowed me to practice with certain classes that I never really used that much. Like, I never used the Plague Doctor. And, oh, why do you want to see the dead bodies? Oh, some of this meat looks edible? I don't want to. No. I don't wanna. No, okay, that's a freaking cart full of cadavers. I don't want to eat that. I don't care how desperate you are. I don't care how starving you are. Not only is that a cart full of cadavers, but you are essentially in a sewer. Have some freaking common sense. That's horrible. And of course the entire enemy team is gonna get to go first. I really hate it when you do that, game. Please don't do that anymore. Stun these two in the back, of course. Not only, well, okay, that was actually a horrible idea. I don't know why I thought that would work. Stab the big one. This whole mess could be avoided if I went into the ruins, but I didn't. So, oh, come on. Look how huge that thing is. How is it even able to move, let alone dodge? There we go, much better. Let's keep that up, please. We got 2 more people left to move, and it's probably not going to be our turn. Yep, that's what I thought. Please dodge, thank you. The Plague Doctor doesn't have immensely high dodge as base, so loading them out with as much dodge as I could give them was not immensely helpful. But it's the only clear-cut way to avoid damage if you don't have super powerful heals. Either that or you could just stack up protection, which did work for the Crusaders, but only because they could at least do minor healing on each other.
Wealth beyond measure.
And we, boy. Dare I? I do dare. And I knew that was... Oh god, that's 60 stress. I'm gonna get yelled at in the subreddit now, aren't I? There's so many people who are going to tell me to never do that. I probably really I really do listen, but I don't always practice what I'm told, unfortunately. I really should have brought some holy water with me so I could douse that onto those stones. Okay, you have the least to lose. And a new figure that was going to happen.
Maker's art.
Depending on how long this recording is going, guys, I may just end up doing a short run in the ruins just to show you how ridiculous the blight damage on the Plague Doctor can be. Okay, we finally disarmed one. Thank you. Seriously, it's obscene the amount of damage you can do on something that is vulnerable to blight. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't help on a boss, but it's still nice. It's still really fun to watch. Just suddenly you stack up to like 12 blight damage, which I have done before, and it is awesome. And just a second it goes up to their turn, half of their health just instantly disappears and they just drop over dead. I guess, but considering I do have 2 TF2 medic variations in my party, saying, "Can you feel the Schadenfreude?" is definitely appropriate. Let's go ahead and stab the lesser of 2 evils that I can reach. Oh, come on! Doctor! You gotta pull your own weight here, man. And the only thing I could do is blight it, so let's try. And nope, didn't think so. Stab it, please, and don't miss. Thank you. This may be the harder battle that we're gonna fight, because these things are all heavily resistant to damage over time in general. Well, except for bleed. And I think that thing should die next turn. No, it won't. So, oh, come on, pocket medic, dude, seriously. You can put down the medigun. Just because you're a pocket medic doesn't mean you can't pull out the frickin' bone saw and go to town every once in a while. And if you don't play TF2, you didn't get any of that, so you're welcome. And unfortunately, all you can do is belt something with blight that is inherently resistant to blood. Okay. Thank you for putting the little one in range of stabbing. I'm very grateful for that. I would be even more grateful if my guy stopped freaking missing. Please stab the little one. Thank you. Oh wow, we actually blighted it. Okay then, that's impressive. I would have gone as maniacal as I did when I managed to get a stun on this thing in on my Grey Rebel run, but we have so many different ways to attempt blight on it that really doesn't matter. Ooh, that's gotta sting. And it's actually going to take 8 damage the second it steps up to plate. Never mind. It would have taken 8 damage, but then Pocket Medic there finally decided to take advantage of the insanely high Bonesaw crit. And again, that was a TF2 joke. You're not welcome. I only say that because I'm pretty sure there are some people out there who didn't get that. Sorry about that. I cannot resist making jokes about games that I know. Yeah, these guys, I'm actually more surprised that I was able to level these guys up, like, together as opposed to leveling them up one at a time. It was pretty fun to do that, honestly. Fear of Beast. Well, again, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. 3 out of 4 positive.
Days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Okay. I'm gonna check how long that one went on for, and if I don't, if I don't have a lot of time, I'll just edit together a quick battle to show you guys how ridiculous the blight damage can be. And, just in case, I will see you next time.
You have 30 seconds to live!